Okay, you guys, I'm back. You guys saw me before my errands. Now y'all get to see me after my errands, sweaty and less bummy. Okay, period. But anyways, let's get into this. Okay, I did a channeled message for you guys, and this is gonna be a channeled, structured channel message for you guys. So same thing, but instead of it just coming straight through from source, it's gonna be coming through from source and co-created by me. Gonna be a little bit more structured. Okay, so one thing I did want to tell you guys is, like, when I was in the store today and when I was just like walking and minding my business, I noticed that like little girls around the same age, and it's crazy because like all the same race too, and it's funny because all the little girls look the same. They were just so innocent, like, and cute, but it was like little Hispanic girls around the same age, like looking at me like I'm just this dreamy example of a woman. I could have swore I heard the second girl say when she saw me, I want to be like her when I grow up or something. And then like she was like holding her teddy bear looking at me all dreamy, and then her mom was just like, "Aw." And y'all, I just think that's so cute. That's who I really do it for, because when I was a kid, that's who did it for me. Like, I just love coming across like just beautiful women. Like, I feel like that's the reason that I've always like held on to my like self as a person, because through all the trauma, I should have been a goner, to be honest. Like the amount of trauma and attack I endured as a person coming up, like I should have been a goner a long time ago. The amount of like, yeah, y'all, shout out to you, like all the wonderful like women out there and girls. I just love you guys. That's part of why I started Cult Femini. Like, this is more than just like a selling of a course to me. This means a lot to me. But anyway, you all, we got good hygiene. I feel like that's a part of the message. I feel like you're the kind of person, it's where even if you look a little rough, look a little bummy, like people can tell that you take very good care of yourself, because you know you're just not out here. I don't know, for some reason I'm getting an example of just like having like, how can I put it? Like sometimes you can just tell when a person just like doesn't like brush their teeth, wash their face off. And like right now I'm sweaty, y'all. I just got back in. I don't have on a stitch of makeup. But I wash my face daily, okay? I brush my teeth daily. I floss daily, right? And I just smell nice because my clothes are clean and I'm clean. And on top of that, I use like products that just smell nice and stuff. So some of you guys could be like the same way. And I feel like because you're that way, you have a lot of offers, people coming into your life. My cards are on the table, wanting to be your friend, wanting to be your coworker, wanting to just sit next to you and soak up some of your good energy. They just want to get people talking to you. Okay, this goes a little bit along with the last message, because the last message was really just about, you know, people and their natural currency that they come with. Like if somebody's seen talking to you, sitting next to you, that's instant validation from you. You're the kind of person as well that wherever you're from, it could always be like pulling you back. Literally now I'm hearing the song Pulling Me Back, and it's funny because like I went to the post office today, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, like I posted a picture of the envelope that I had and the stamp or whatever, because the stamp that they already had on the envelope was a cardinal. In my hometown is a cardinal bird, and I realized that every time the year is switching, I feel like so many people from my hometown are like projecting all types of like maybe thought magic and like gossip and projection onto me every year, because I feel like around this time people just think of me for whatever reason. It's not probably always good. It's probably for like a reason that they just want to use my energy or have me around or have me to validate them. And I'm using me as an example for you because you could be probably going through the same thing. And it took me till now to like truly realize that, and God is like helping me like exterminate and clean all that shit up, because y'all, like, let me just tell y'all the parallel, okay? When I first got sick, I was living in Koreatown in Los Angeles, and I was in a good space because for a person to get sick out of nowhere, but the sickness being so strong that like basically it stops you from doing your work, your like work tasks, the kind of thing where it's like, okay, if your shoulders or your hands or your ankles or whatever are too weak for you to perform a task. Like I remember I had 3 jobs, y'all. I was working as a barista at a coffee shop, and I was working at a barista at this other place called Lifehouse Tonics and Elixirs, and clearly that's self-explanatory of a place. Like, and at Lifehouse Tonics and Elixirs, and this all matters for the message clearly, or else I wouldn't be on a tangent. Basically, I was in a position where I had to run the store myself all day, because this is a place where they like how Erewhon has like $17 drinks and like smoothies and stuff. That was this place before there was ever a Erewhon. So we had like all kinds of tinctures and specialty products, and the store was so niche that it only took one person to run the store all day. But you had to have the knowledge and obviously the strength and ability to be getting big ass like buckets of like almonds and all kinds of shit, mushrooms and powders off of this like big rack all on a ladder by yourself. And because I have RA, clearly ain't nobody want me on a ladder picking up big ass drones of like containers, because I could fall hurt myself, sue the company. So I did get laid off at that time from my jobs. And the third job that I had was a job that I had for years after, and that was a nanny for a lady. And I had that job until the kid grew up, until the kid was literally like 17, 18 years old. She had me watching this kid in her house. Shout out to you guys if you're seeing this, Stephanie and Cam. But yeah, I'm saying that to say, like, I put myself in a really good position. Like, I had like thousands of dollars saved up, because I was just saving at that time. I had plans. I was trying to get a car. I was trying to move into a bigger apartment, because the apartment I was in, I was living with a bunch of girls getting scammed. That's another story. But at that time, it was going from like 2018 to 2019. This was the end of the year, and my money was dwindling down because I was using my savings to pay my rent, trying to figure out, okay, what am I gonna do now that I'm sick? Like, it's hard for me to figure out what I'm gonna do work wise. And this whole time I just kept getting signs from, like, I was staying at like, you know, Airbnbs and stuff at the time. And I remember this one where something really tragic happened to me. This was me trying to still stay in LA and still trying to make a way living in LA. And one of the places I went that I experienced a huge travesty and a tragedy of an assault that I actually have never told anybody about, because I literally like balled into a ball, and the person was trying to like get at me, and I just literally wouldn't like, that was my only defense, was just like, I will not let you like enter any part of my body. And this person was just like seething, trying to get to me or whatever. But anyways, at that Airbnb I was staying at, somebody was helping me out at the time, just like getting places, like moving my stuff from here to there. I had money and things, but yeah, they were helping me move around. And the person helping me actually was the person trying to attack me. But anyways, that Airbnb was on St. Louis Street. And I realized like that always happens when I'm trying to be like projected to come back into the danger zone, into where I was always misused and abused or whatever. And today the same thing happened. Like, every time I try to leave, I think he's pulling me back. That's by Chingy. Chingy's from St. Louis. I've had so many St. Louis like random things come up for me. I just saw 826 on the time. So it's like I'm just being reborn every year around this time. And I feel like the people that I come from the closest to, they know this, and they use that as a way to like project themselves onto me to get me to come back to them. Like, okay, come back to the devil you know, instead of being out in the world for the devils you don't know. And that's unfortunate, but that's just me sharing, because I feel like many of you guys can relate to that. I swear I wouldn't share that if I didn't think you guys could relate. And it's funny because on one of my random video, like one of my posts on the community tab, I posted the ocean, and my oldest brother commented like, oh, your brother's looking for you. Sounds like my brother I'm like share a father with, and he is apparently incarcerated right now. So it's just like, what could you want from me, dude? You know, I've always been there for that brother. He's never been there for me when I needed him. And like I said, anybody who's left me for dead, they're just nobody to me at this point. Like, obviously you're always my brother. It breaks my heart we can't have a relationship, but you left me for dead, brother. I can't be there for you, you know, in your time of need, because you were never there for me in my time of need. You know, sending me $10 when I'm starving one time out of your whole life is nothing. It means nothing to you, you know, leaving me for dead. But anyway, do some of your favorite things. Keep yourself in high vibration, because at this time people are trying to pull you right back into this comfortable position that you don't need to be in, and they're all trying to leave you. They could even be like putting you in a position to feel breadcrumbed, and I feel like for a lot of you guys it's a familiar feeling to you guys. If you guys are in any situations where people are making you feel breadcrumb, trust that that's exactly what's happening. Trust it. Like when I was going through this like last year, when I was really healed and like letting somebody in my life, because I did let somebody in my life after a significant amount of healing, because I thought God was like leading me like to my like person or whatever. I actually let in an energy vampire who didn't even like, I don't even think was like into me for real, but they were trying to make it seem like that, because it was on some like homosexual-ish, and it was my fault for not like heeding the red flags a little bit more seriously. But I thought, this person's just going through a lot, like making a bunch of excuses for the person. And I just really don't want you guys to do that. Like I really don't want y'all to go through a year cycle, because then once that's over and you're really, really ready and really healed, you're gonna have to wait like 2 to 3 months probably by the time you realize to even like get your just due, because you got to finish that year cycle. And it's not that I didn't believe in these things a few years ago when people said things like this, or I felt like above that, but like now I see like, no, it fully makes sense, because that's just how God works. That's how time works, only because we're incarnated here on planet Earth. So there is some principles of time structures that still happen, especially when it comes to like karmic loops and like contracts and things like that, because you have to like get out of the contract, and like it's just a bunch of cord cutting and a bunch of stuff you have to do afterward. But anyways, and like integration of the lessons and all that, and what I'm learning is the Most High doesn't like bring you to your next great thing until you've integrated and healed and all that. Like it's like it has to be like so for sure, so you don't mess up what you have coming for you. Okay, with that being said, we have foreign. Okay, foreign, good hygiene, exercise. My cards are on the table. Someone's thinking about you. Duck and cover, and do some of your favorite things. Duck and cover and someone's thinking about you. Both of these came in the reverse. I never take oracle cards in the reverse, but I feel like that still is saying something. I feel like you have a lot of people thinking about you and wanting your energy, and you are fully aware of that. But I feel like with 7 cards coming out, you're just kind of like in kind of more of a hermit space. And I feel like you don't mind maybe like inviting someone into this sacred space, but they have to be vetted. Like they have to be vetted. They have to be worth it. You're not taking any chances. Even if you did allow someone in your space, I don't think you'd be willing to give someone what they, like give in to anybody's demands or anything. And you probably don't want to experience just like having an uncomfortable situation in your private space. Or maybe you're really open to having people over, and I don't know. I feel like you guys are in the position I was in last year at this time, where like people are thinking about you and want you all up in their space, right? Upright. But you need maybe to duck and cover from these people who are just going to teach you more lessons. Some of you guys need to go through this, and some of you guys can avoid it. So put yourself where it fits for you, okay? Some of you guys are going to maybe ignore this and got to go through that year cycle. But if not, hear me, okay? Heed the warning. If somebody did not give you nothing for Christmas, not even a card, not even a Merry Christmas, not even a Happy Holidays, not even a whatever, and then they maybe looked at you, if you gave them a little cute little gift just out of some unconditional love, I'm just showing you that somebody's here for you and thinking about you type shit, probably inexpensive, not hard to get, and they look at you like, oh, I ain't get you nothing, like just treating you like weird about being unconditional. I promise you, your unconditional love is not probably enough for this person to like, you may be in a situation, right, where you may feel like, okay, it's not that you think that your unconditional love is going to heal somebody, but you may feel like, okay, if I show this person that they have somebody to rely on besides the toxic environment that they know, they might just be all right on some God shit, on some Jesus shit, on some Yeshua shit, right? That's the message for real. This isn't that, okay? If you're watching this video, this ain't that. You being there for that person is not gonna just be all right. That love of God is not gonna be that one thing that's gonna like save this person from just like destruction. If you are dealing with something like this person needs to face destruction. They've already given up on themselves. They've already tapped out. They've already chosen to go to the dark side. They've already chosen to be a taker, a thief, an energy vampire, a betrayer, a two-timer, attached to people who don't care about them. They feel helpless to the people in their lives that manipulate them. So they've already joined with them. They already went through that whole if I can't beat them, I'll join them thing, and they've joined. This person is already in a space. And if you guys are looking at readings, y'all might be getting like, oh, there's a third party, there's another person. Look, if you're watching this, the third party isn't just a person. All right, it probably is a person, right? But the person is connected to the life that they already chose to live. Hear me, okay? I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. They're attached to the person that's connected to the lifestyle. And if there's not a person, the lifestyle and everyone connected to it, whether it's a gang, parents, friend group, work group, little scam group, they are committed to that. You are just a pawn. You are being used. Do not let them come in using your good hygiene products. Don't let them come in acting like they just need a safe space to just exist for a second and you just trying to love them the way God loves you. No, they don't deserve it. You need to save all of that good stuff for yourself, because I want y'all to have what y'all deserve on time this upcoming year cycle. Not just the turn of 2026, but because that's the Saturn time, but the real time is spring, we know. But you don't want to bring this into your new year. I promise you don't. Don't feel bad. I don't care how they acting. Don't feel bad. That's the message for real. That's the message. Get you some exercise. Keep your routines going, okay? You really shouldn't pay attention to people who's thinking about you unless you just want to find somebody new to entertain and start over. Okay, I cared about that person. X amount now. You can find you a fling for the new year if you just want to fling, but keep it a fling. Keep it a bang, keep it a fling. Keep it a bang. Either we friends, just friends, we're colleagues, just colleagues, nothing extra, or we messing around and all we do is messing around. And whatever you choose to be with a person, your boundaries need to be so precise. They need to be so precise. So precise. I'm getting not to pull the tarot cards out, but get these cards out, the Love Oracle, because I feel like the Most High wants to like capture some of y'all's attention even further. I feel like some of you guys are, some of y'all eating pretzels, whether they out the bag or high at Auntie Annie. Some of y'all love y'all some pretzels. I don't know why I always get pretzel eaters. Probably because I love pretzels myself. Like, I'm not a real huge fan of the warm pretzels. Like, I don't eat those, but I do like the ones out the bag. Like, all kind of different pretzels though. Like, sweet ones, savory ones. Like, I'm a pretzel ass bitch. But yeah, you could be eating snacks right now. I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to get like a real good like channel going, like when I'm doing a structured channel, but whatever. Anyways, we have Cleopatra and George Clooney. So I feel like these two examples are representing the people whose read this is for, and not the people who are trying to be in y'all energy and soak up y'all energy. I feel like y'all are even if y'all are not the sexiest thing walking, for some of you guys, y'all probably are the sexiest thing walking when it comes to girls. Because us girls, we love us a beastly looking guy sometimes. We don't always go for the pretty boy because they always be trying to compete with us when it comes to being pretty. Okay, nobody got time for that. All right. So the male energy is giving me George Clooney, which is like, oh, you're like the it guy for like all the girls. Like, you might not, like, to me, like, he was hot. He had a hotness to him, but it's more of a confidence for us women. We love confidence. It's not always about like having this perfect face or style. Sometimes it's like a swagger thing. So I feel like as a guy, you might have that going on. And like I said, confidence. And what's the same in both cards, y'all? Yellow. Solar plexus. Y'all are very confident beings, and people literally seek y'all out for y'all confidence. So even if y'all get y'all a new fling or a new friend or a new coworker to just like kiki with going into the new year, just to have a little company, if y'all do that, some of y'all needs to just be cool with being on your lonesome, and let's see where life guides you to enjoy life, because it don't be worth it. But if you do, know that you need to guard your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra. I feel like you guys got the top chakras on lock. okay? Because we're all getting so used to attack, but those lower chakras are the ones getting affected most when we exchange with people. And sometimes people leave things behind with us that start to affect the higher chakras if they got entity attachments and stuff. And that's just what I mean. And the only time you got to worry about like entity attachments and stuff and things like that is if you accept gifts from people, like food from people, drinks, or if you share your like physical body with people. Like in any way, not just zigzagly. I mean like hand to hand, hug to hug, like, you know, stuff like that. And then cleansing yourself physically can really fix that. But I'm just really getting on people really trying to like prey on your solar plexus and your confidence and really kind of probably siphon that from you. So be aware of that. Whatever y'all do, whoever y'all choose to entertain, if anybody at all, I say no one if they don't deserve it. But if you have somebody who you just want to be social, you just want to practice, you just want to, okay, your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, your solar plexus on lock, and of course the sacral. But for the feminine energy, I'm getting that you guys have this like Cleopatra energy, and people say about Cleopatra like she wasn't necessarily like this baddie. Like I'm looking right now, like I'm bad as fuck, like naturally hella beautiful. You know, I just have really good things going about the way that I look. But some people have like really perfect faces where they don't have like sunken eye, like, you know, bags, or they don't have any scars, or they have perfect eyebrows that are full all the way to the end. And I do have those good eyebrows, but I like mine thinner at the end, like my mom's. And I just think I'd be like over grooming them a little bit, but that's beside the point. Anyway, what I'm saying to say is some people just have stronger features or stronger things about their face, even if they are attractive or whatever. It's other things about them that are super attractive, like their whole vibe. Same with the George Clooney vibe. So I'm just really getting that you guys are the kind of people that get away with a lot because of your natural magic, your natural confidence, the way you move through life, the way you speak. I feel like if you're a feminine, you speak like you have such strong authority when you speak, but rarely do you even have to speak. I feel like your whole aura just precedes you before you even speak. You could have really telling, communicative eyes, very bold eyes. I feel like when you speak, it's very like soft and it's very like soft, but it's like people gonna listen because they want to hear what you're saying. And for a guy, you speak with authority, but you don't have to speak often either. You are very intuitive. I feel like I'm talking to a very intuitive guy. What type of people should y'all look out for? Let's get one card for the kind of people they need to look out for mostly. I'm just gonna cut it right to the middle. Watch out for these people who just want to party for y'all with like New Year's, and people who want to like have a drink. Like that's exactly the kind of people y'all need to look out for. If y'all gonna have fun with people, let it be over when it's over. If they want to stick around, especially with their baggage and their weird vibes and please, I'm begging y'all, don't let them stick around. After y'all done smoking, drinking, having a good time, partying, they gotta go home. They gotta go. No sob stories, no baggage, no they might come through trying to be coming off like the most responsible person ever. All I do is go to work. They could be flashing mad money. They could be, you know, bringing some food, bringing drinks, bringing smoke, whatever they know you like. And that's how they get their foot in the door, because they feel like, okay, after I rused you up like this and you know, laced you up with a good time, you're going to be more susceptible to being there for me in these ways that might be uncomfortable for you. I promise, please don't fall for it. Okay, let's see what type of let's see what type of intimacy you guys would be getting. They're kind of play on y'all desire for intimacy. Let's see what they're pull your hair. Yeah, I feel like people could know that you might need a little bit of roughness in your life, or they might want to give a girl, if you're a guy, you might want to give a girl a little roughness. They could be playing on that, you know, like trying to come off as this real, like they might not even be this like hardcore type, but they're going to be hardcore if you're a woman. If you're a guy, she's going to try to be like real sexy, real like, I don't know, just try to be whatever you want just to like have the door open for them. And they're trying to make it seem like no one can give you what they can give you. They're going to try to be every single thing you need. They're going to be such a shapeshifter for you, okay? And they're going to try to trauma bond with you. That's the biggest red flag. No trauma bonding, okay? This is a warning to enjoy, but enjoy fully detached. Fully detached. Do not apologize. I promise you. And that's all I got for y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, and it's 4:23 p.m. same day, December 30th. And I think this is low-key a portal day because there's no 4 or whatever, but there's a 0, and the 0 means something, but it's 1, 2, 3, 0. Well, I guess it's not 4. Either way, those are the numbers before the year, and that just gives me like portalish vibes. Like this is an energy. This number sequence allows us the energy that we can take advantage of and make it mean something to us. So that's what I have for you guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace. Love ya.